Good morning. This is crazy, y'all. I gotta share this with y'all. How I lost millions due to social media. And you probably have too. And stick around to the end of the video because I'll talk about some of the things I'm doing to fix that. And it might be some tips and some game that you might be able to take some nuggets from as well, and you can implement in your own life. Let's get into it. So how did I lose millions of dollars due to social media? And social media cost me millions of dollars. I'm gonna tell you. At first, I wasn't even aware of it until I had a conversation with someone and they had a digital wellness app. And I said, you know what? Cool, I'll do it with you. I'll track it. And so I downloaded the digital. Well, I don't think I didn't even have to download it. It was already on there. I didn't even realize it was on there. And unbeknownst to me, I started tracking my time on social media. And I mean, I'll be transparent. I mean, you look and you're like, I was on social media 5 hours. I was averaging 5 hours a day. And then 4 or 5 hours a day. And then you looking over the span of 7 days. Man, that's a whole nother job. That's a whole nother activity, a hobby, something that I could have done. And it wasn't that I invested money into the social media, all the different social medias, whether it be YouTube, like what you're watching now, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, well, X. And what I realized was I was giving my attention to social media. A lot of attention. And the reason I'm recording this video is because I was inspired yesterday. As a reminder, I was having a conversation with my cousin, and we were just talking about it. And I was like, you know what? I gotta talk about this. So I was talking about being a creator, producer, consumer, and how social media companies, they've mastered this thing, man. They know you better than you know you. I mean, they understand your psychology, they understand your wiring. They've hired and consulted with some of the best people in the world to understand how to keep you on the app. You can be the most disciplined person in the world, but you're fighting against biology. You're fighting against your mind and how your natural wiring is. And so this is deeper than, oh man, I'm not disciplined. Oh man, I'm a procrastinator. It's almost like you playing against the dream team and you a JUCO, and you on the JUCO team, and you going up against the dream team. Maybe you guys are disciplined. Maybe you guys are handling your business. Maybe you are practicing, getting up early, staying up late, putting in your time in the gym, practicing 2-a-days, working out, eating right. But it's the dream team. Make this make sense, Ken. Well, you up against the dream team, these companies that invest hundreds of millions, but then I would probably say billions in R&D to really understand how your mind works and how to keep you on the network. Social media. Because you get on there for one thing, next thing you know, and it was just one picture on one picture. Next thing it turned into 20 pictures and an hour later. And you're like, whoa, what happened, man? I had something else I needed to do. Or you on YouTube, you watch one video, you're like, okay, this is educational. This is pretty cool. 5 videos later, because it's video now, you are you probably an hour and a half in, because maybe you watch one, maybe it's a 6-7 minute video, but then now you done fell off into a podcast, whether it was educational or not, but that wasn't a part of your plan for the day. And so before you know it, you've spent 5-6 hours on, anywhere 4 to 6 hours a day, probably more, on your phone, on social media. And the question you have to ask yourself, because people say, oh, I don't have time, I'm so busy, I don't have time. Actually, you may have the time. You just weren't aware that you've become addicted to social media. Like it's very sticky. It's intentional. And that's where you're in, and your attention on the ad side is worth millions of dollars, because guess what? Some of y'all gonna convert. Some of us are gonna convert, and I'm just saying all up in totality as people, and convert to what, Ken? Money. So they're gonna play some ads in front of you. Everybody not gonna buy. You'll skip the ad if you don't have premium, but someone is going to buy. Someone is gonna click that affiliate link. And now, not only have you paid with your attention, you've also reached in your wallet and paid as well. Think about that. Hey, we're not perfect. Even the most disciplined person, if you start talking to them, if they honest, hey, maybe you doing 7 a day. Maybe they doing 2 or 3 a day. But the question you ask yourself, even if we go on the low side, if you're doing 3 a day, that was an extra hour of sleep for your health. That was an extra hour of working out. That was an extra hour, or let's cut it in half, because most is be starting out when you're used to a lot of stimuli. It's hard to sit still. But hey, out of that hour, out of one of the 3 hours, let's just say you took 20 minutes of that to meditate, so you can not have any more input coming in, and it give you time to think, versus you having a lot of input of other people's thoughts, and now you're making decisions based on something else you heard, and it's in your subconscious, and it's just permeating, and you don't even realize, man, I'm making decisions, I'm having desires, and these aren't even mine. But that's in a that's you reflecting, looking back, like, man, well, I don't even know why I bought that. Like, I didn't want that. How did I end up getting that? I didn't realize I was hungry tonight, and before you know it, you end up buying something because it was something that you saw. They put it in front of you. And it might be dressed up in the form of an athlete, the association of fame. If you notice with marketing, that's why they pay famous people, millions of dollars to market products to us as people, because we associate, hey, it must be good, famous. Like, look it up, it's not by accident. They wouldn't be paying them millions of dollars if it didn't work. So they get a consultant fee, and we eat it up. And it might not even be a conscious decision. You're like, it might not even be a conscious decision. But what I was thinking about was, Okay, here's the other one. Of the 3 hours that we've been, stay with me, 3 hours. What if you challenged yourself? What if you had some business or something that you wanted to start, but you on social media? The three, we going low side three. Now, granted, now you're probably doing 7, 8. But let's just say the 3 for the most productive person, most disciplined person. Man, that's still time that you can allocate to something 1 to 2 hours a day. 1 to 2 hours a day. Consistently, 1 to 2 hours a day. 1 to 2 hours a day. But you're not, because you're passive and you're consuming information. You're just taking it in, and you're just being entertained. You're not, half the time, whenever even if you're listening to something educational, the fact that you're listening passively, you're just consuming it, and it's really more entertainment, although it's education. And so some people say edutainment. But now do you see the dilemma? I'm not saying that it's going to totally leave your life. I'm not saying that. It's integrated in. And I lived in a world where I saw what it was before, and I experienced it before and after. I remember I just used phone, flip phone. Hey, I'm on my way. I had like a BlackBerry. I had a Trio, all like them little phones. Had a flip phone. Hey, I'm on my way. Boom. I didn't even use it to get over there. I just went over there because back then we had minutes. But I didn't open up YouTube and play that on the way over there. No, I probably had a CD in or a tape, cassette tape, or a CD. Yeah, I know what that is. Or it was just downloaded digitally, and I just was playing something, and I had it plugged up from my, I can't even think about what it was at the time. Oh, the iPhone, iPhone came out with it, iPod, that's what I think that's what it was. Or a bootleg version of it, because they had the little cheap versions of it if you didn't want to pay all that money for the iPod, the little handheld music thing, where you could put a lot of music on there. But there was no social media. But now we have it. And so it's probably not going away. Solutions. What if you, well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. The way I'm getting ahead of it is, I know I'm gonna still watch it. So I am intentionally setting up detoxes throughout the year. Intentionally, because I want to make sure I'm having my own thoughts and I'm not parroting what I heard. And I'm sure I've fallen victim to it before, where I'm just parroting something that I heard listening. And I'm not even critically thinking for myself. I'd like to think most of the time I am critical thinking. But it's real. And so that's one. 2, before you consume, create something. Whether it be in creator mode, producer mode, whether you wake up, or something productive that will enrich your life. And productive, sometimes that could be overused too. Oh, you got to be productive. Just something that will enhance your life. If it's not on the build something mode, because maybe you're just building you. And that could be in the form of, hey, wake up, go work out. But challenge yourself to not listen to social media or playing something. Maybe that's the challenge you take on, where you just get up and you actually go work out, whether you're working out at home, but if you go to the gym and work out and actually be with your own thoughts as you're working out, and not necessarily having to have the stimuli of a podcast that you're listening to. That's just one option, something to consider. The other thing, Maybe you always wanted to start a YouTube channel. Record a video before you go and consume. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's not in the content space. Maybe it's something else that you want to do that you keep putting off. You got the time. You're just putting it off. And because you're giving social media your attention and time, which is worth millions of dollars, and it's costing you money in your own life, which I referenced in the beginning of the video, just give it 30 minutes a day, 45 minutes, an hour. You don't have to be crazy about it. Hey, last one. You're saying you're so busy. Oh man, I meant to call this person. You're watching people on social media that you feel connected to as if you know them, but you're not even talking to your friends, your family, people that you do care about, whoever that is. Spend that time talking to them. You see how that little subtle shift that can change your life? Hey, something to think about. Something to think about. Well, hey, if you like this video and it made you think, hey, that was the point. And if it inspired you to actually take advantage of one of the things I listed on here, hey, congratulations. Hey, we're not perfect people. We human. Sometimes we beat ourselves up. And you're going against the dream team, aka the corporate company that has invested millions and probably billions of dollars on this. You outmatched. But you can start to take hold of your life and get on the producer side to enhance your life. Until the next video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. More coming. Peace.